Hello Sim fans, Racing 393. Race Sim Studios have been quite busy recently, and this video is going to be in two parts actually. I'm not sure whether to keep it as one or it will be two separate videos. It just depends how long it takes. I don't want it to be a particularly long video. I haven't been on any sim significantly for ages, and I mean ages. So I had an email from, well, it's just a generic email, like a subscriber email, nothing special. So Race Sim Studio have released this GT-M car, Mercer V8. We all know it looks a little bit like a Mercedes. It's not a Mercedes, but it looks like a Mercedes. And we're going to be taking this new car out on a track, giving it a quick test run as I usually do. Now, they've also updated two other cars. I forget what they are, but in a minute I'll fire up Assetto Corsa. I've updated one of them already, and then I thought to myself, I haven't actually been on this sim for ages, so I'm going to try out the old version of the other car. We'll go back. I'll show you what that is in a minute. We'll update it, and we'll try it again to see if I notice any difference. Within the file, there's the what they call that, the installation log or the updates. It's called something, isn't it? I can't remember now. Anyway, we'll have a look at that. Then we'll try the car out. I need to get, I wouldn't say used to it, but I want to try it out beforehand so that I can tell the difference. I've not done this before. Many times I update cars, try them, praise them and turn it off. That's basically what I do. But on this occasion, we're going to try it slightly different. And then once I've done that, we'll jump into this Mercer V8. We'll go through some of the details of this car that Race Sim Studio have listed, and we'll give it a bash. So first and foremost, let's get into Assetto Corsa. Well, here we are, we're in Assetto Corsa. Can't quite see behind me because where my picture is, don't know which way to point. But anyway, the top left of the screen's got the car on the track, but I've got my big fat head in the way. But we're going to be using, it's the GT-M Bayro 6 V8. Looks like a Beamer, to be honest. This is the original version, so there's a new version that's just come out. We're going to read the release notes in a minute, but I'm going to try this first because I have not tried it for forever. And we're going to go round just Spa F1 circuit from about 2021. I don't know if I click, I might just do real conditions because it's bound to be warm and hot over there, I would think, I hope. And we're going to jump in the car. So let's just get out on track.
Track's clear. Push, push, push. Cold tyres all round.
So I haven't been on this for such a long time. I don't really know what's good and what isn't. It looks alright though. Sounds alright. Doesn't. Got good sound. The cockpit looks really good. The brakes feel, they could have quite solid, but they lock up quite easily. It might be my pedal setting, which I'll look at in a minute. It's got a really nice, well, that's probably the game, isn't it? Heat shimmer. tyres are still cold, so they're not warming up yet. The custom shaders patch has been updated, but I've no idea what to. Force feedback feels really good. You see how the brakes are at La Source. Bit wide there. Back tyres are starting to warm up a little bit. But it's not much heat in the front tyres. That was a bit wishy-washy there. So I push a little harder, not much though. Understeers. Wow. Sounds good though. Tyres are starting to get a little bit warmer. Understeer, understeer, understeer. Probably overdriving the car a little bit. Plus, I feel like a noob. So the car does feel pretty good.
233.17.
It's quite intuitive to drive. Completely missed that corner, but anyway. It's not real. Tyres are taking ages to warm up. So this is the third lap. Tyres are still cold. It is understeering somewhat. I'm trying to keep as smooth as I can. It feels really good, I have to say. Push a little bit harder. You can feel the grip gripping up now, which is really impressive.
Tyre temps are good.
So this is the third lap. It should be flat around here. Shouldn't need like a lift. We'll try it. Went wide there with the man.
Okay, Dean, you need to watch the track limits.
Tyres are cold now again. Yeah. So this is the standard version, how it come out. It may have been updated, I can't remember. Much better through there. So it does feel intuitive, stuck to the track. I quite like it. Nearly. Drive it quite hard when the tyres warm up. Yeah, I like that. So I finished the lap off, a little bit of a lift then, and then we're going to compare the updated version. I'm quite used to it now. Yeah, nice, really good.
That lap time was 2:27.84. That's your quickest lap in this session.
Okay, so that was good. 4 laps, tyres came in, you can feel the tyres gripping, sounds good, looks good. Sort of internal graphics look amazing. So we'll have a look at the updated the checklist. I can't remember what it's called now, but and then we'll go from there. So just bear with me while I come out of this and get back in. So I know we're not chasing lap times, but we can sort of gather there a 2:27.8, 2:27.6 could have definitely gone quicker. But anyway, just remember that. So 2:27. I have already installed the GT-M Lanzo V10, so I'm not going to try that one, so I won't remember what it was like before. Okay, so you're just on my desktop at the moment. So this is the GT-M Mercer V8 changelog, version 4. 14th of June this came out, which was yesterday. A full clean installation is advised. Now, I didn't do that. I think I updated it. Oh, no, I just installed it as a mod. Okay, so graphically, sort of so bright my screen. I'm not going to go through it all here, but looking at this, you've got a few things over the RPM bar, driver animations, blah 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 blah, light liveries, logo changes, and sort of texture things for the custom shaders patch. So it should look better. Might not notice it inside because, well, yeah, I mean, you've got some lighting changes and some the RPM, the front bumper you won't see from in the cockpit. Physics, so just the lift and drag figures. So I guess it should feel a bit more flowy. Okay, I don't know if you noticed this. Engine inertia and brake torque, that'll be noticeable. Updated tyres will definitely be noticeable. And the default setup, which is what I was running anyway. It should sound different. So looking at that, I was impressed with the sounds. So interior and exterior. Well, it's just the interior ones we're going to be looking at today. So that should be good. So the things there about the folder name there, pit crew, that doesn't really affect me at the moment. Well, that's it. So that there was the original. So but the main ones I'm looking at here is the physics. So lift and drag figures, engine inertia and brake torque, updated tyres, so that should be noticeable, and the default setup, so it should feel completely different. So I guess if I've done this right, I should have updated the original file. No, was it a clean install? So get my head around in a minute. So that's the one I drove. I'm looking at sort of the BHP 550, 600. So it's the Bayo 6 V8. I don't know if that's going to be any different, is it? And that's the one I've just installed. 550, 600. The specs are the same. So 1310. Oh, it's 1380, so it's heavier. Is that the same car? I don't know. Is it a different car? It says on the email that it's updates. Anyway. That's not. I don't know what that means, the 6. Why does this hat feel like it's burrowing into my head? Right, anyway, we're running out of time. So let's... it doesn't really matter on the colour. We'll use that one because, hey, why not? Okay, so we're in car. I don't really notice any difference at the moment.
All clear on pit exit. You can push now. We've got cold tyres. We need to get some heat into them.
It does sound different. The dash is different. It does feel a little bit more planted, a bit more progressive. And I'm not even going fast. I'm just sort of taking my time. Tyres are still cold. Remember, we did like 4 laps. Tyres seem to warm up a lot easier. Sounds different, I think. I don't think the game's running particularly well. It's definitely got more punch. It's sprightly. Feels a lot better under hard acceleration. Tyres are still not warm though. They start to warm up early. You've got to drive it for a couple of laps, it would seem. So this is the second lap. Tyres are getting warmer. Feels more sprightly.
Last lap was at 2:31.29.
The inertia has changed on the engine and the braking. Tyres have cooled down now quite a bit. Light there. Just gonna push a little bit harder. It's harder to drive, I think, when the tyres are cold. When they warm up, it feels really good.
Sector 2 is 0.29, slower than your best. Your tyre temperatures look good.
It does feel more connected to the racetrack, I think. Definitely. Nice, that felt really, really good there. I think the game's running like a bag of shit, but never mind.
You've just done a 2:29.28. Sector 3 time is quick.
2:29. That's still 2 seconds off. We'll see. One more lap.
Sector 1 time's okay.
The grip comes on really well. You can feel the car settling down, which is nice compared to the original.
Your Sector 2 time is quick.
They're assuming it's the same car, which I think it is. They have made some good improvements. A bit wide there, whoops. So that's it.
The lap time was at 2:27.74. Sector 3 time is fast.
Well, there we go. Let's have a quick hop out. So there we have it. This is the new Bao V8. The other one was a 06 V8. I mean, I don't quite know what the 06 meant. But basically, it looks like a BMW, but it isn't. Because this video's gone on for quite a bit, I think what I will do is there'll be a part 2 for this video, just to drive that new car around the same track whilst it's fresh in my mind. If I'd have gone straight into this car and updated it without driving it on the old version, I probably wouldn't notice any difference. It would just been a good drive. But when you put the older spec car and they've updated the physics, there's certain elements when I don't think the game was running quite as well as it should. It was a bit. It looked crap from where I was doing, and it probably looks even worse from the footage. But there's not much I can do about that at the moment. It's useful to try the car out before you update it. It's something I've not usually done. If it's a livery update and things like that, it's not worth it. It's not going to make any difference. But when you start looking at inertia, physics, engine, even sounds and braking and torque, it's definitely worth trying the car out before you upgrade it. It's the first time I've done that. It makes sense to do that to get the most out of it. I think the first car felt good. That felt a bit more sprightly. Certainly more acceleration, more inertia. The tyres did come in stronger. I felt they may have... Yeah, it was touch and go. Pretty similar. It felt it would bit into the tarmac, but it definitely felt zippier, a bit more inertia, more torque out of that engine. Brakes felt good. You could lay on those brakes. You come down through the gears. The hairpin towards the end of the lap, where the bus stop used to be. What's that? It's called a name. I can't remember what it's called now. But you're in top gear, as it were, like 6th gear, and you're coming down through the gearbox sequentially, bang, 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 all the way down. And it's quite a nice feeling, actually, to get down to 1st gear, get around that corner, and come out the corner to start the straight again. I quite like that. That felt a lot better in this car than the previous version. So that must be down to the tyres, I guess. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. It was the first time I've been on a sim for quite a few months, actually. So it's a free upgrade. If you bought the original car, this one's free. It's just an update. It does say it recommends to use it as a new update. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I've noticed it if I didn't do that. Usually, if it's an update, I just update files. Obviously, a new car is a new update. It's a new install, isn't it? So the next car is the what's the name of that other car? I've forgotten. I did it at the beginning of the video now. I can't remember. Mercer. So it's like basically a Mercedes, but GT-M car. So we'll jump into that in part 2. And we'll just drive that round, comparing it to what I've just done. So they're to compete together, so it should feel fairly similar. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now. Ironically, that was pretty similar, wasn't it? Was it 27.6? Did I do last time? I don't know. I should look at the video, shouldn't I? But perhaps you can tell me because you'll probably watch it. But that looks fairly... Was it 29.7 or 27.7? What did I say? Anyway, I'll see you later.